Good morning, everyone. It's Ms. McCorkle, Semester 2, Video 4, Theory Video 4. So we're still working on major scales, and so far we've done the C scale with no sharps or flats. We've done the G scale with 1 sharp, the D scale with 2 sharps. Which scale has 3 sharps? The A scale, that's right. And which scale has 4 sharps? The E scale. Today I'm going to teach you a new scale, and this is a new scale for everyone. It's the scale that uses 5 sharps, and it's the B scale. How do we tell? Well, the scale that had 4 sharps was the E scale. So if we count up to the 5th note in the E scale, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. So that gives us the name of the next scale. So it's going to be the B major scale. And the B major scale uses 5 sharps. Fat cows go dancing at. F, C, G, D, A. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. Fat cows go dancing at. So we're adding the A sharp to the B scale. All right, so let me show you what it sounds like. Now there's going to be a slight change in the left hand fingering, but the right hand fingering is the same. When we start on B, we start on 1. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, then 3 black keys, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, pinky ends on B. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cross 3 over, 3, 2, 1. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, that's thumb under, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. Now the only difference is when we do our left hand, we don't start on a 5 like we've done on all of the other scales. We're going to play 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we will not play a pinky at all in the left hand. Left hand is going to start on 4, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, cross the 4 over to F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that fingering is written on your worksheet. Let me show you which one so that you'll have this to look at. Down at the bottom of this worksheet, you'll see that it has the B major scale. The fingering for the right hand is on the top, and it's normal, 1, 2, 3, thumb under. But the fingering for the left hand is different. We do not use a finger 5. As you can see, it's 4, 3, 2, 1, cross the 4 over, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then when you're going down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got your chord progression here at the bottom. Okay, so that's what we're adding today is the B major scale. And I also want to review how to figure out the names of the scales according to the number of sharps, because we're going to do a little worksheet for homework, and it's in your folder, and it looks like this. And you're going to actually write your answers in for all of the key signatures except this one and this one. We haven't covered those yet. The one that has 7 sharps and the one that has 6 sharps. We haven't done those yet, so leave those blank. But all of the other ones we have, and what they're doing is a review up at the top, and I'm going to go over that now. Okay, so if we have a staff, and our staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces, and we close it in on the end. Yes, That's a bar line. And we draw a treble clef. So this part is for right hand. Okay, so we're going to write the order of the sharps. Fat cows go dancing at, up through the 5 sharps that we are adding that scale, the B scale, this week. All right, so let's take our first sharp. Remember, every good boy does fine. We have to put that F line in the middle of the box. So that's your F sharp. Now, if we go to F sharp on the piano, there's my F sharp. I go to the very next note. There is my G. So what scale uses F sharp? The G major scale uses 1 sharp. Okay. Now let's add our next sharp. That's fat cows. So we need to add a C sharp, F-A-C. My third space is a C. So I have to put the third space in the center box. So this is my C sharp. What scale uses 2 sharps? Well, go to your last sharp, that was C sharp, find it on the piano, and go up to the very next note, which is a half step away. That is your D. So the D scale uses 2 sharps. All right, now let's add our third sharp. Fat cows go. G sharp, which we know is above the F in the space. So we're going to put our G sharp above the staff. Now we have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp, and we're asking what scale uses 3 sharps. Go to your last sharp, that was a G sharp. Here's G sharp. Raise it a half step and you'll find your answer. The A scale uses 3 sharps. All right, we've got fat cows go dancing. Let's add our D sharp. Every good boy does. That's line 4. So put your line 4 in the middle of the box. Yes, I do want you to write this down so you can rewind your video and write it. If I fail to say write it down, I am going to have you write it down so you can just replay it. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Fat cows go dancing. And here is our final, oh, let me write that. That's our 3, okay? Let's write down C uses no sharps or flats. Now let's write down our scale with, ask ourselves, what is the scale that uses the 4 sharps? So we go to our D sharp, here it is, and the name of the scale would be E. That's right. So E uses 4 sharps. And here's our final one, our new scale for today. Fat cows go dancing at. So we're going to add an A sharp. There's our A sharp. Fat cows go dancing at. So you find your A sharp and go up a half step to the closest note, and it's a B. So the B scale uses 5 sharps. Fat cows go dancing at. Now on this worksheet, what they're asking you to do, they're giving you a key signature with 2 sharps, and they want you to write what scale that is. So if you go to your last sharp, C sharp, and raise it a half step, The answer is D. The D major scale uses 2 sharps. Then you would go to the next key signature, and it has 4 sharps. Go to your last sharp. Fat cows go dancing. Go to your D sharp, the last sharp. Raise the D sharp a half step. And yes, it is an E, so that is your E major scale. So write the answers into your key signature. Use that key signature to determine what scale uses that key signature, and be sure to read what's at the top. Okay? And then you're going to, of course, practice your B major scale. Remember, the fingering's different for the left hand. Let me do that one more time for you. Okay, the B major scale. So you're using all of the black keys. All of the black keys now. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. And then our left hand, no pinky. We're going to start on the 4. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit so you can see that. We're going to start on the 4. Cross the 4 over. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb under. 1, 2, 3, 4. So no pinkies in the left hand for the B major scale. Okay, so work on all of your scales. The C scale, the G scale. Well, here's the C. Here's the G, D, A, E, and B. All right, now your chord progression for the B is a 5, 3, 1 to start. And all of that's written for you right here at the bottom of the sheet. It has the fingering and all of the notes that you need for your chord progression. Okay, so we've got a short video today. We're adding the B major scale. We're reviewing our key signatures with no sharps, or 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, 4 sharps, and 5 sharps. And we're filling out our worksheet. So make sure you find that worksheet that says major sharp key signatures. Here's what it looks like. It's in your binder because we didn't do this last semester, so you should already have it. Okay, so you'll fill that out. Just remember, we haven't covered the 6 or 7 sharp, so skip that one and that one, but do all of the others. All right, look forward to seeing you this week. Make sure you're doing your Name That Note app, because I think some folks have forgotten that we've started that again. Make sure you're working on your note names, right hand and left hand notes. So if we've done the right hand the first semester, now we should be adding the left hand notes. Great big dogs fight animals, and all cows eat grass. Left hand and right hand for a beginner, and if you're good at that, then go to the intermediate level. Name That Note app. Make sure you're working on that at least a few times. And on your worksheet, your little practice chart, it'll have a place for you to let me know that you have done your Name That Note app. You'll put a check every time you do it. So some people came in with 4 checks. They told me they had worked on their app 4 times that week. That made me so happy. That means you're going to be a great note reader. So let's all be challenged this week to make sure we're working on our note names for both right and left hand. Look forward to seeing you at your lesson this week. See you soon. Have a great day.